Right, JY is back again, reacting to another video about the cost of living and how people are struggling out here. Let's get into it.
The promenade at Morecambe echoes to the heyday of the British seaside, where people went to escape the worries of the everyday.
Escape. Like, you think, see, this is the epitome, this is the definition of people who live shit lives. I made a video about this. I don't know if I've released it yet. Right now it's November the 16th, 2022. You know, I got videos booked up until August. One video every 3 days, you know. Man's on a rascal roll out here. So I'm not too sure if I've released this video. But basically, I was saying the reason why a lot of people feel compelled to go on holiday and that, it's not because holidays are fun and that. They want to go on holiday to escape their shit life that they got in their native country. Whether they're in America and they want to go to Mexico, Cancun. Whether they're in England and they want to go fucking Jamaica. Whether they're in Australia and they want to go to Indonesia. The people then want to go on holiday to escape. Just pre the definition, escape. That means that, you know, you want to leave a bad place and that. I have not gone on holiday since September 016, blood. I don't care. I have no urge to go on holiday. You know, I'm due to get my ass out to fucking Egypt because I got a property out there. And I've still been dragging my heels. Like, if there was an incentive to go to another country, it would be to go and check on your property that you've invested 8,600 in. I have no urge to go on holiday. I love my fucking life. I don't give a fuck about escaping to our next country. Listen, let me tell you something. Northampton is so dead that going down to Edmonton is like going on holiday for me, yeah? So I have no urge to go on holiday. Obviously, every now and then man think, yeah, you know what? Man should really touch the States, you get me? Man need to hit up New York, London ×5, you get me? But I just have no urge to go on holiday. A lot of people, the reason why they want to go on holiday is so that they can forget about all their bills and all their troubles and that for 2 weeks. But what's the point? You're just prolonging the inevitable. You're just going to have to end up coming back to your bills and your shit life anyway. You can't escape your problems. Do you think people like Drake, see, when you've made it in life, yeah, or you're in a good position, when you love your life, you don't have urges to go on holiday. You think Drake says to himself, yeah, man, I really need to go on holiday. I need to do this. I need to do that. No, every day is like a fucking holiday. I spoke about this before. I'm going to get myself to a position where, because I don't give a shit about birthdays, you know. Just turned 30 a couple months ago. Don't care about birthdays. I'm going to get to a position where it's like every day is my birthday. A lot of people look forward to their birthday, and that's because they get that one day to relax or one day to do what they need to do whatever they want to do. Nah, man, I'm going to get myself in a position, financial position, early retirement type of thing, where every day is my rascal birthday. I just do what I want. That's the life you need to be striving for, man.
Where entertainers would sing of bringing fun and bringing sunshine. How many people can forget those everyday worries now? Over 2 weeks we spent time with families who live here, like those all over the country, struggling and juggling in a new economic climate.
It's not okay, you know, things are not okay.
Why is it so hard? It shouldn't have to be this hard. It's horrific.
It's hard because you never put in no work throughout your youth. You didn't study. You didn't get educated. You never learned a skill, never learned a trade. And even if you do learn a skill, learn a trade, get educated and that, you know, you still need to manage your finances, you know. Yeah, it's all well and good earning 5, 6, 10 grand a month. But if your outgoings is mad, if you're not money savvy, if you spend money like a damn jackass, you can earn $1 million. You will still be struggling for bills. There are NBA, NFL, footballers, rappers, female models that go broke, you know. These people earn millions, if not high 6 figures and that. Still go broke because they haven't managed their finances. It should be hard. It should be hard if you have not put in the work.
It's affecting everybody.
Not knowing one's...
It's not affecting me, honey. It's not affecting me.
It's going to stop. It's hard.
What is the cost of living crisis for families just trying to stay afloat. It is down past the now demolished theme park in Morecambe's West End. The challenges are the most acute. The West End is home to Jasmine and her daughters.
Oh man, I love these reaction videos. Blood, why is the pitney sitting on top of the fucking hob, blood? Who? I've never seen that before. I've never seen anybody, child, man, woman, dog, cat. I've never seen anybody, anything sit on top of a fucking hob. This and look how dirty the hob is as well. Oh my days, man. I swear you cannot make this stuff up, blood. You cannot make this stuff up. I guarantee you, if I didn't pause this, you lot would have just went through and not even a clock that the pitney was sitting on top of the fucking hob. Do you know, yeah? All that would need to happen is that child kick one of the knobs, knock one of the knobs with the back of her ankle, her heel. And it will turn one of the zones on. The zones are the rings, yeah, the hot plates. It will turn one of the zones on and fucking burn her ass. Like, how irresponsible are you as a parent to put your fucking child on a hob? Like, what? You know when you're lost for words, innit? It's like, why can't the child just fucking stand? Why does the child have to be on a fucking hob? This is ridiculous, blood.
The West End is home to...
Boy, I mean, you get me, if the mum's not careful, and you get me, the little kid will be told soon. Shit.
Jasmine and her daughters. Like millions of people, their morning routine is now full of anxiety.
Well, obviously the fridge freezer's got me on constantly. The washing machine I'm having to turn off now when I'm not using it. The cooker's now turned off at the wall and I'm not using it.
So she... All right. So at some point, I'm assuming that child was sitting on top of the cooker whilst the control switch was in the on position. Therefore, if one of the knobs was knocked, then the child could have got burnt. And this is a fallacy. This is a mistaken belief, yeah? People think that if the switch is in the on position and the little red neon, the little red light, let me show you.
The washing machine I'm having to turn off now when I'm not using it. The cooker...
The little red indicator light, they think it's burning electric. I'm telling you, it's not burning no electric. It's not, but I'm a fucking qualified electrician. Been doing this 10 years. 2.5 year apprenticeship, 7.5 years out on my own. I'm telling you, it don't burn no electric. So you don't need to be switching stuff off.
It's now turned off at the wall when I'm not using it. The same with the microwave and the air fryer. When I first moved here, I had everything planned out, like how much each bill was going to cost and everything else. And now that electric's going up, it's kind of a pain because then I'm having to take that money out of something else, and obviously it's not going to come from food, even though that's going up. So be it. My kids come first at the end of the day.
Even for an 8-year-old like Maisie, Jasmine says the effects of the cost of living crisis are being felt.
There you go. I think she's starting to realise the whole stress of everything as well. With me having to not fill the car up and having to walk her to school and stuff like that, which, as you hear, that she keeps going, "Oh, can I get the bus?" and "Can we get on the bus?" And I was like, "No, you've got legs, use them. you can walk to school, it's fine."
It means a conversation millions of parents are having with their children.
See you later. I think she's starting to notice now that things are starting to go up and that we're not doing as much as we used to. She's also thinking, well, why can some people do this, but then some people can't do this?
Because their parents put in the work. Years and years ago, the parents made preparation. The parents got educated. The parents learnt a skill. The parents learnt a trade. The parents also knew how to manage and manage their finances correctly, instead of squandering their money and living outside of their Rouse Clark means. That's why.
Especially when it gets to like certain points in the month where payday's coming up, and it sounds really bad, but we're having to use like mix and match of stuff that's in the freezer just so I can empty it and then fill it up again for the next payday. It's so stressful and it starts playing on your head, and then you can't sleep, and then it affects your mental health as well, which is just, it's horrible.
In another Morecambe home, there are also mouths to feed. Louise and Clive live with their adult son, plus pets.
Things that
Get rid of the bomber clot, dog. So hold on a minute. You're struggling for bills. You're having to make cutbacks and that. You're sitting in a freezing cold yard, but yet still dog, cat, parrot, budgie, squirrel, the whole of them have to still get fed. This is the difference between black people and white people. Black people, let me tell you something. White people will literally go hungry just to feed their dogs and cats. Black people, hey, the dog might become a part of their menu if push comes to shove, yeah? Fucking hell, blood.
that weren't luxuries have now started to become luxuries. Like I said, sometimes we'll have breakfast late and then we'll have his evening meal, so we'll miss out having lunch, which is not very diabetic friendly. You have to weigh up the odds. Diets are not, even medical diets, as in because you're diabetic, are not poverty friendly. We will eat the cheap white bread because it's the cheapest, even though it's not the best for our body. It's what we can afford.
Didn't realise I had all this until... Where possible, we try and do one pot cookery. Obviously, some of the things we need to use the oven for, but if we're going to use the oven, we try and do as many things at the same time.
The family rely on a benefits system not keeping up with inflation.
It should go up. It should go up. It's not in line with the economy of today, is all I can say, you know. And I'm not the only one feeling the pinch. I think everybody, working families, feel the pinch, as well as people on the benefits system. I feel like I'm a stain on society for having to live on benefits. People think you're just a comfortable handout, you know, and while, don't get me wrong, I know the government have a lot of hard decisions to make. I don't doubt that for a minute. But I feel like people look at you as if to say, well, if we didn't have to pay for your benefits, then the economy would be in a better position.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't understand how poverty and living below the poverty line affects people's general health. We feel like we're Oliver Twist kind of scenario, you know.
Well, was he in porridge?
Chris Martin spends his days literally putting roofs over the heads of families.
Once you pass that to Joe, will you start from the other side checking for nails, mate?
His own hopes of getting his foot on the property ladder, though, have been ripped from under him by the chaos in the mortgage market.
Found a nice 3-bed terrace in Morecambe, perfect for where I was looking for, right smack bang in the middle where all my family are. Put the offer in, been accepted. It was all going through quite smoothly, and then they've sort of retracted. The original offer was APR rate of, I think it was about 6.5%, and obviously the mortgage repayments were around £650 a month. The second offer they come back at me with was 8.6% and mortgage repayments of £780 a month, maybe even closer to the £800 mark, I think. But it's not fair, really, I don't think. But like I say, it's out of my control. Just plainly put, it was quite heartbreaking. Like I say, I've been saving up for a mortgage for the best part of 5-6 years, maybe more. You don't have to do as much walking on.
Come on, man. Like, this guy's outside of London, yeah? So properties aren't going to be that expensive. Is it really taking you 5-6 years to save up for a property? You're probably spending your money on foolishness. You're probably living outside your means. You're probably running up all credit card debt and that. Like, come on, man. You're a roofer. You probably, I mean, don't get it twisted. These man don't know no doctor's money or nothing like that. But I'm telling you, he was on a jolt thing. But it should not take you 5-6 years. I actually made a video about this a very long time ago, and I was saying if it's taking you 5-6 years to save up for a deposit for a property, either you're not earning enough money, you're being unrealistic, or you don't know how to manage your finances. It's one of those 3 things.
The roof then.
Where?
For Jasmine, as for so many people, this crisis has changed how she lives her life.
We try and go around to friends' houses in the mornings just to obviously not be on our own as well, but to try and save electric, so we're not having to use any of it, so it's not so bad. But
Oh, so you want to save your electric, so you go to someone else's house to use their electric. What kind of nonsense is this? Yo, Jay, can I come to your yard? I don't want to use my electric. I want to save my electric. I want to save on my electric bill. So can I come to your yard and use your electric? Yeah, that's cool, innit? Yeah, it's all right. Just burn out my electric. I'm a fucking dickhead. Come on, man.
it's still extortionate. A lot of my friends try not to talk about it.
These are poor people problems, blood. Furthermore, these are peasant people problems, blood.
Because as much as they are strong-willed, they try not to let it show that they're struggling. It's got to the point where you're sort of doing what you need to do to feed the kids and whatever else. My friend.
Oh no, don't tell me that's a charity shop she's shopping in. Nah, no way. That's a charity shop, blood. Rock bottom, man.
My friends try not to talk about it because as much as they are strong-willed, they try not to let it show that they're struggling. It's got to the point where you're sort of doing what you need to do to feed the kids and whatever else. My friends are having to borrow more from their friends and family than what they've ever had to, which is the same case with me as well.
For Louise, getting out of the house is essential, even if it is no escape from the financial stresses.
Yeah, I will drive around and look at other garages, look at Sainsbury's, look at Morrison's, look at Asda, and whoever's got the cheapest price for the day is where I will go to get some petrol. And then I will phone round family and friends and let them know what price it is where I've been, just in case they're needing any petrol, so that they can take advantage of the lower price from that area.
I think that kind of defeats the purpose of saving money on petrol. If you're driving around looking for the cheapest petrol, before you found the cheapest one out of 5 or 6, you would have spent a fucking 5 or a tenner that you could have saved if you just went to the first one that you saw in the first place. These people, I swear, dumb people stupid people, broke people have no logic. That's why they broke.
In the heart of Morecambe's West End, the Stanley Centre has become a lifeline, both physically and emotionally.
Things to do, people to look after.
The numbers at the weekly meditation sessions have grown.
We'll circle back now to the 3 points we started with. You take away people's dignity and you take away people's security, in the sense of, being able to pay for bills, being able to heat the houses.
What do they think meditating is going to do? Like, seriously, what do they think meditating is going to do? Do they think they're going to self-hypnosis or whatever, and then they're going to wake up and they're going to be in a better financial position? It's just like going on holiday. They're trying to escape their problems. I've seen a couple of these, obviously, in it. People talking about pray. Pray! Talking about pray to God. Pray to God! You need to go and do some fucking work. Yeah, you need to get a better job. Talking about praying. Praying! The fuck, man? Jesus Christ, like, people, this is what gets on my nerves about broke people. And unfortunately, it's a lot of us black people as well. We rely on God to bail us out of our problems and our issues and that. No, fix your fucking life, fix your fucking problems yourself, and maybe God will help you along the way. Talking about meditating and praying, Better pray your blood clot to a better job.
You take away the most important thing they have, which is their peace of mind. It includes all of us, because a lot of professionals are now, are really struggling under the pressure of what's happening. Because we're taking away all of the points of safety from people. You're not going home and just forgetting the world. Actually, your home has become a bit of an enemy, because it's just creating so many problems for you. It's creating bills that you just can't.
No, you are the enemy. Your home, your gas prices, your electric bill, your food shop, your grocery shopping and that is not the enemy. You are the enemy. Do you think Drake is moaning about gas, electric and food prices and that? Do you know why? Because he's made something of himself. He's made sacrifice. He's become something. When you do that, yeah, you become your own best friend. You see, you become your own worst enemy when you don't put in the fucking work. Put in the work and you be your own best friend. It's so simple. Me, I don't hate myself. I love myself. Yeah? I don't go to sleep at night thinking, oh, I don't want to wake up in the morning, No, I sleep good at night, blood. Yeah, I walk down the road, people say, oh, this guy looks miserable, and I'm the fucking happiest person on the inside, trust me. I don't need to show the world that I'm happy. Get me? It's the people that walk around with a smile on them face and that, they're the ones that's unhappy. It's the people that drive around in the nicest cars, they're the brokest people. They're the ones that is living on the breadline. Don't make that transmission on that car blow out, dog. Yeah? Pete.
Possibly pay. We're offering places of refuge that aren't trying to fix you and aren't trying to say, don't worry, it's okay, because it's not okay. It's not okay, things are not okay. We've been going 10 years and I've never known people this desperate.
In the room next door, it all dominates the brew and chat.
It is affecting everybody.
This year has just been absolutely exceptional. The need is increasing at a far higher rate than I thought possible. I had a 92-year-old man 2 weeks ago who went out into his garden and shouted for help because he got no food.
So, from the age of 20 years old to the age of 60 years old, this guy has basically fucked about for 40 years of his life. The reason why I say 60, we're just kind of saying retirement age. Isn't it? So for the best part of 40 years, this guy's fucked about of his life. Do you think if that guy spent from the age of 20 to 60 years old grinding, I'm not talking about fucking working hard every single day and living like a hermit and not spending any money and that, but if a man set goals and targets and had a vision, had a dream, wanted to be something in life, yeah, do you think at the age of 60, 70, 80, 90 years old, that man will be shouting in his back garden, help, give me food? I can guarantee you, if we was to go back through that guy's timeline, throughout his 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and so on, that guy was just coasting along through life, riding life on easy mode. When he could have been working on a Saturday and Sunday to earn extra money, to put away, to save, to make investments and that. Nah, it's all right. Go down the pub, mate. When that guy could have been saving up to buy a properties, working the system. Nah, it's all right. Oh, who needs a property anyway? Let's live in my council house. Damn fool. He should be ashamed of himself. He should be ashamed of himself that he was born in a country which is one of the greatest countries on earth, yeah, land of opportunity. You know it's one of the greatest countries on earth. You know it's the land of opportunity when you got fucking people hiding in the parts of the plane that are not meant for human habitation, yeah. When you got people coming over on boats, hiding under lorries and that, you know it's one of the greatest countries on earth. You know it's the land of opportunity. The guy was born and bred in this country, and yet still he didn't make nothing of himself. Yet still he's in a position where he's in his back garden shouting to the heavens, shouting help, you know. And like, unless the guy's got dementia and that, the guy's a fucking idiot. fucking pathetic, man. Let's pull that back.
All dominates the brew and chat.
It is affecting everybody.
This year has just been absolutely exceptional. The need is increasing at a far higher rate than I thought possible. I had a 92-year-old man 2 weeks ago who went out into his garden and shouted for help because he got no food. It's not something I want to deal with. It's horrific. It's affecting everybody, and there's a lot of people very, very proud in this area that won't ask for help.
Well done. You got it.
Without that house of his own, for roofer Chris, home life is now with his sister and her family.
There we go. I love him to pieces. I love living with him, but at the same time, she's trying to grow a family, expand, and say I'm trying to do the same. Obviously, the only thing holding us back is the financial situations, and obviously, I'm not the only person to be affected by it. Everybody's in a similar sort of situation, but it's getting to the point where nothing's possible. They must know that it's not affordable for people in my position for what they're offering. It's all come crashing down. Yeah, she's got 2 young kids that are only needing more space every day, and sort of I'm feeling like I'm getting in the way now. It's not a nice feeling really, but
I just clocked something. I just clocked something. If this guy's, I told you. What did I say? Let's pull that back.
Expand, and say I'm trying to do the same. Obviously, the only thing holding us back is the financial situations, and obviously, I'm not the only person to be affected by it. Everybody's in a similar sort of situation, but it's getting to the point where nothing's possible. They must know that it's not affordable for people in my position for what they're offering. It's all come crashing down. Yeah, she's got 2 young kids that are only needing more space every day, and sort of I'm feeling like I'm getting in the way now.
Right, let's kick some ass on this one. So the guy said he's been saving for about 5 or 6 years, yeah? I'm telling you, that guy was fucking about with his finances and that. Why, as a grown-ass man, yeah, if you could really afford to rent your own place on your own, why would you be shacking up with your sister? I know he's shacking up with his sister because his finances are not on point. He's not staying with his sister because he's really trying to save money and that. He's staying with his sister because he can't afford to live on his own. Like, who the fuck wants to be bringing around gal to their sister's yard when you got little fucking kids running around and shit? You want your own private space, blood. I know for a fact this guy's finances were not on point. This guy was not able to save up 500, $1,000 a month. 110%. Why would you, as a grown-ass man, a working man, why would you be living at your sister's yard, blood? That's bullshit, man. I see through all the lies. When I hear a man talk about saving up 5, 6 years, and I know, the guy's on a joke too. The guy, you're not fucking living in London, yeah? Properties are not expensive outside of London. It's either that or he's batting above his weight too much. He's trying to buy a 3-4 bed yard when he can't afford it. He should just stick to a 2-bed flat for now.
It's not a nice feeling.
Dreamer.
It's we're all feeling the same. So on the other side, there's a swirling whirly.
All over the country, there are people living life in a way they never expected. If you look, there are those trying to defy the odds. In what was once a church, a father and son betting on a new micro bar.
People always find money to spend on themselves, even during times of hardship. We've just got to remember with our prices to make sure that obviously we hit the right market. We've got a good plan for the next couple of years here, where we want to be, the things that we want to achieve, the numbers that we want to hit, and we will work our socks off to get there. It's the only thing that will make it happen. Luck's not going to make this place work. We've planned it down, to the last tee, to the last screw that's gone in the wall. We're absolutely raring to go. Just hoping it's busy enough.
You're going to sit here? Why are you saying sorry?
And for parents like Jasmine, trying to insulate their children completely is impossible. This is 8-year-old Maisie's view.
Toys have gone up. New shoes have gone up as well. Clothes have gone up as well. Bags have gone up. Like it's all the payments of everything has just gone high up. If it was like £3, something like £3.50, like
That little girl's talking like a grown-ass woman about the price of this and that has gone up.
a little coat for my sister, and she had £3.50. I'm worried that she can't buy anything else because she has no money.
Do you remember when you was a kid and your top 2, 3, 4 teeth was missing and that you just had canine fangs like a rascal like Dracula?
This up for you. Yeah. It takes its toll. So.
And they look blacker
from a
than
parent's
me.
Point of view, you sort of have to put this face on. So like nothing's phasing you.
Blacker than
You're
my
all
knuckles,
fine. Everything
blood.
else. And like the minute the kids go to bed, you're like, God, that was hard.
Why is it so hard? It shouldn't have to be this hard. My £2 lottery ticket, I'm forever praising the Lord. Not that I'm a believer, but please let me win, please let me win. Just so that I can be comfortable. I don't want to be rich. I want to be comfortable.
And as for that...
And you could have been comfortable. But at some point in your life, when you're younger, in your youth, in your prime, you need to make your life as uncomfortable as possible. You need to go through sacrifice. Big up man like Andrew Tate. He said there's pain in becoming important and there's pain in not becoming important. In your youth, you're going to need to make yourself uncomfortable. You're going to need to put yourself in a position where, get me, you're making sacrifice and that you're going without, so that one day in the future, you can have everything you want. You can live comfortable. This is why I do what I do. I don't want to be like these people. This is why I'm making these videos, to try and show you lot, like blood. Some of you lot will be like that in 40 years to come. Mark my words. If you don't get on your grind, you don't make sacrifice, you don't put money away, you don't think about the future and that. If you live every day as it comes, you're going to be just like them. Mark my words, on my mother's life.
That new bar.
Coffee is officially open. Things are going wrong, but things are also going right. We'll smooth them out, we'll get there, we'll be absolutely fine. We just obviously got to keep our heads down and crack on.
It is a plan, a hope for the future. In Morecambe, in towns and cities, communities and families all over the country, hope is all many can do.
Yeah, I think that guy there that was saving up for the property, that roofer guy, I think he's on a joke thing. It does not take 5-6 years on a good wage to be saving up for no property and that. Either he's punching above his weight, trying to live in a 4-bed yard when he really can't afford it, or his finances on a joke thing. More than likely, his finances on a joke thing, because I can't see how a grown-ass man will be staying at his rascal sister's yard. No way. Older, younger, same age, I don't give a fuck. I ain't staying with no fucking sister. I'm a grown-ass Ross Clark, man. The only woman's roof I live under is my mother's roof. That's it, blood. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to search for that place. I don't know how to spell it. I'm going to see if I can find a way to spell it or whatever. Or maybe you see where I am on the screen. I'm blocking some information in that. I'm going to go and watch the video back without myself on it, obviously, and see if I can find out where that place is, in it. Because I guarantee you, I don't think it's that expensive where this guy's trying to buy it. In Northampton, these properties up here, this house here is worth like 185, 190, yeah? And this guy is from somewhere I've never heard of, so I know he's far up north, so I know the property that he's looking to buy is probably only worth about 120, 130. The guy's on a fucking joke thing. Stay where it's done now.